Okay. So next one, giving gifts. And with this one, many people is confused as just to remind us. We finished not long ago laws of Yom Tov, and they said on Yom Tov you're allowed to give gifts. What is the difference? It's one of the differences. I mean, usually we say there is almost no difference except that you can cook and carry. Yeah, but there are some other differences. And one of the differences that we're allowed to give gifts on Yom Tov because it's actually the giver usually derives pleasure. Right? I mean, normal people like to give gifts, right? They bestow kindness on other people. It could be better. So, it's for a Yom Tov need, in some sense. Okay. So, and I think, if I remember correctly, we said even if this gift is not exactly for a Yom Tov need. Okay. So, giving gifts. It is forbidden to give a gift on Shabbos since the transfer ownership resembles transaction. Again, it was mine. I gave to him. It's now his 100%. I cannot take it back. That's it. Right? It is even forbidden for a husband to give gifts to his wife and the parents to give a gift to his child. So it's not only people from outside of the family. No, even from husband to wife. I mean, how is the transaction? Do they sell each other things? I don't know, maybe. Hopefully not, right? And from parent to a child. There is a dispute among the poskim as to whether the prohibition applies to giving gifts to a Gentile. Okay. So, why would it be lenient? I mean, on Shabbos, we said that you're allowed to pay. We're going to say that you're allowed to pay a Gentile if he did some work for us on Shabbos, and it was actually almost in some sense hired on Shabbos, right? There is, however, one exception. So, but again, there is a dispute. Okay. There is, however, one exception to this prohibition. It is permitted to give a gift on Shabbos to enable the recipient to perform a mitzvah. Okay, so we can give him a gift so he can perform a mitzvah to illustrate. Mitzvah tzitzis requires that the person wear his own garment, that the tzitzis attached. Thus, if a guest who comes to a synagogue has no talis, right, big talis, talis gadol, his fellow may grant him a spare talis as a gift on the condition that he returns it, thereby enabling him to properly fulfill the mitzvah wearing it. Right. So in order to fulfill the mitzvah of tzitzis, you have to wear your own talis. Right, and usually when you come to shul, in all of the shuls, I've been to before the entrance to the shul, there are many talis, many. So sometimes even regular people use them. But mostly it's for guests. Okay, so they come, they take. So technically, when these people, when shul, whoever donated them. And gave it to shul, so it actually belongs to the whole community. And then when they were dedicated with the idea that it belongs to all of us, to all congregation, and plus all of the guests. Doesn't matter until the end of the day. So guest is part of our community, right? And if he takes this, talis, it is his. So he can take, so he can make blessing, and wrap himself in this talis. It's very interesting, right? Or here he describes the case of individual. Somebody can give it to me. For example, I don't have a talis. I don't want to. It's a bad example. So one person does not have a talis, and another said, "Look, it is a gift for you." Right, but with condition that you're going to return to me. So now that person, if he knows halacha, or we have to explain to him, so now he can wear the talis and he can make the blessing. Right. So it is gift, but again, usually talis is a gift with a condition to return it. Furthermore, some poskim rule that it is permitted to give someone a gift in order to encourage the recipient to do a mitzvah. Thus, parents may promise a child on Shabbos that if he learns well, he will be rewarded with a gift. And parent may then give a gift on Shabbos. Okay. So some poskim say that to encourage somebody, I mean, it's usually children and some people, I don't know, some other people. Right, that with a mild mind of a child, right? So you can ask them, you can promise them a gift. So if they're going to do something, right? If they're not going to smoke on Shabbos, let's say, so he's going to get gift. Okay, no problem. So in this case, so again, it's my minority opinion, but it exists. So if a really important mitzvah, so we can apply. All right. So the question is. Is it the same with a trading object on Shabbos? For example, like trading food item for food item or book for a book. Is it also forbidden? It is a very good example. Right question. Trading food on Shabbos. I mean, usually we give food as a gift. Right? I give them this gift, they give me another gift. So there is a little leniency, but trade books forever and ever, I would say they're right. So I give you this book, you give me another book. I would say it would be forbidden. It would be forbidden because it's transaction. They call barter, right? They discuss it in the Talmud. Actually, that's what we learned today. So when they say equal barter. Approximately, right? Even approximate value. The case of in Baba and Mitzvah was when one guy came to the market to sell. The guy, why are you here? So I want to sell my cow. So, oh, you want to sell? 1 second. Okay. So he said, yeah, I want to sell my cow, and I want to buy a donkey. And the guy said, oh, I have a donkey, right? Very strong donkey. Maybe it's a good value. Maybe we can. Exchange, and that's it, right? And they exchange. So that's, I mean, of course, the story is not so easy. Like one pulled the cow, and another automatically became owner of the donkey, but the donkey died. Okay, so these exchanges would not be allowed on Shabbos. Foods. I mean, I would say if it's a food needed for Shabbos, if you eat together, it would be the best. There is no problem. Okay. So continue. Rav, is sharing our food and something on Shabbos considered giving gift? No. Food, there is no problem. So people can come to you on Shabbos, like after Shabbos started on Friday night. You invited somebody, right? So of course, let's say he went to your synagogue or right. Let's say you pray together, and now you're going back home. Right? His family goes to your family, and then they bring a bottle of wine, cake, whatever they bring. There is no problem. But of course, if there is eruv, no problem, right? Because you're going to eat it together. Food sharing, no problem. Nice one. Rabbi, a husband give nice clothing as a gift to his wife on Shabbos for the purpose of fulfilling the mitzvah of looking pretty for him. Ken. No, it's proper to give it before Shabbos started on Friday, because all of the fights in the family, yes, one days occur on Erev Shabbos on Friday before the candlelight, all of the fights in the family, right? So that's when you give gifts, not on Shabbos, before. Right. Okay, so next one. We have a question about giving gifts on Shabbos. Okay, since it is permitted to give gifts to enable a recipient to perform the mitzvah, one that it's permitted to give gifts for giver to perform the mitzvah. Giver is the one who gives. Continue reading. For example, a beautiful utensil for Shabbos meal has not been yet tovel yet. and yet allowed to give it to others and borrow back to use on Shabbos. I think we don't do that. We don't do that. Okay, so let's read again. So technically, like if something was not tovel on before Shabbos, okay, step back. So all of the dishes, all of the utensils, whatever you eat for food, that actually touch the real food, the edible food, right? And it made of all of these things that we're going to get very soon to in our kosher kitchen class. Next chapter after that. I mean, now we're on the koshering. So I mean, it's the next step after koshering is toveling in the mikveh, like logically. So right, so all of the things that you must tovel, meaning like I simplify, right? Meaning metal and glass, right? Meaning that you must tovel. Right, so I think they're muktzah. If you did not toll, there is no use for them. Right, so technically they say after the fact, but still, I think that would be muktzah, 100%. And you're not allowed even to do it beit hashemashos. So some people they don't have time, they give it to a non-Jew, so and they borrow from them, but then you have to kasher. That's too much. That's too much. We don't do that. Okay. Okay. So that's not a real gift, right? Okay. So continue. Okay. So continuation on a question. So let me read the question again. Can a husband give a nice clothing as a gift to his wife on Shabbos, for the purpose of fulfilling the mitzvah of looking pretty for him? Actually, it's the bigger mitzvah than looking good for a husband. It's actually lakovat Shabbos, the respect of Shabbos, to the queen. It's not like to him, but to the Shabbos itself. Right? That's a problem. So when we wear something for the first time, even it's something like a socks or right, something, so you can say lakovat Shabbos. There is no problem. You don't have to make shehiyanu or something like, but or some undergarments or whatever you wear brand new. So it's lakovat Shabbos, right? So you especially prepare. Do not wear on Wednesday, Thursday, but only on Shabbos, right? So okay, second part of the question. I was referring to whether given clothing as a gift to our wife could become permitted on Shabbos because of the being of sake of the mitzvah. No, it's not that. It's not that mitzvah that they needed for Shabbos. No. The mitzvah for Shabbos, for example, is the example that he gave. Is a talis. So yeah, you need talis to pray in. But the wife, so we have to have in our hands that she's pretty, the way she is always, right? What I need for her, nothing. She's the best. She's the most pretty. That's it, right? And okay, and right. So yeah, so there is not this specific mitzvah that she should be pretty to her husband on Shabbos. All right.